I look good. I look good. And you can't tell me otherwise. Mood all 2022. Hola, hola Finchy losers, hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. If you're new to my channel, hola, ¿cómo tú estás? And if you've been here for a while, hola, ¿cómo tú estás? So en el video de hoy, it is going to be a makeup tutorial. Well, not really tutorial, but a makeup video. I haven't done my makeup on this channel in a very long time. This video is more geared towards the like full coverage, like wham bam in your face makeup. That's what today's video is going to be about. I hope you guys enjoy, but y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I know you like me already. You could tell by the intro that we gonna get along real well. And yeah, enjoy the video, y'all. Let's do some makeup. The first part of my routine personally that has never changed since I've learned how to do makeup is doing my brows first. So for brows, I have this Juvias Place iSculpt iShade brow pencil in the shade Ebony. Looks like that. Sorry if you guys really can't see it, but that's what it looks like. It has the spoolie end that we all love, and obviously the end with the product in it. And also for brows, what I do use now is the Anastasia clear brow gel. I use the clear one. I do think sometimes it makes your brows just a little too stuck, but at the same time I like it because I feel like it lasts all day for me. So yeah, so I use the clear brow gel. This is the mini size. I had bought the mini size first because I wanted to try it out first, and then I ended up buying the large size, but this is the mini one. So what I do first is just take the brow gel, and using the brow gel, I just spool my little hairs up like so, and I kind of shape them just a little bit. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. And yeah, that's all I do. I don't put a lot. I don't feel like you need a lot because I do feel like it will make your brows pretty stuck. Once I'm done with that, I go ahead and take the pencil and I just fill in, obviously, the brows. If you want to know what brows means in Spanish, it's ceja. Ceja is for brows singular, cejas brows plural. C-E-J-A-S-C-E-J-A-S. Anyways, I'm gonna do my brows and just kind of like speed this process up. So yeah, just watch what I do. Off camera, once I finished my brows, I did put on some moisturizer. So yeah, now for skin prep, I don't necessarily use primers that much anymore. I usually just use like my moisturizer, my hyaluronic acid serum, all that type of stuff. So anyways, I love to use the Fenty Beauty. I think this is the I don't remember the name. It's like Fenty Beauty Hydro Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. I use this because I just like how it feels, and I feel like it definitely does give me a nice hydrating base. It has a nice soft fragrance that actually does not irritate my skin because I have sensitive skin, so sometimes fragranced products can irritate my skin, but this has a really light, almost like floral type of fragrance, so it doesn't bother me at all. And also too, I use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is an OG. I know y'all know about MAC. Okay, I use this as basically a primer. I use it as a primer to keep my skin hydrated. I use it after I put on a bunch of powder products, so after I set my face, and then at the end to set the entire thing into place. So I use it a lot of times, and I just do that personally because I have dry skin, like I've been saying. So I definitely have to work a little bit harder to make sure that my skin stays moisturized and just not dry as hell. Okay, so once that's done, I still do color correct. That is something that has not changed in my routine. I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. I got the orange color, obviously. Color correcting will get you right. Any like acne marks, pimples, dark marks and dark spots you got going on, I'm telling you, this gonna do the trick, okay? So if you are one of those girls that are like, I don't need a color corrector, baby, yes you do. It just makes sure that everything is super even, because I had noticed that my makeup in some areas would still be slightly darker than the rest of my face. I look really freaking crazy right now. But anyways, so once I started incorporating this color corrector, I just felt like it just made my makeup, especially under my eyes and like my mouth area, just everything look more even and bright and just really match the rest of like my skin, if that makes sense. And I'm just gonna take a random brush and just blend that all out before I put on foundation. And this well, it is a concealer, but this color corrector will not, as long as you blend it out before you put on foundation, it will not mix with your foundation. That was also something I was worried about. So yeah, but this one, as long as you blend it out beforehand, it's not gonna mix with your foundation. All right, finally we are at this step. Now it is time to get into the complexion products. And for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Base foundation. I have the shade 300, I believe, 300. So this foundation is super old, like old. I think it's like at least 2 to 3, maybe even more years old, but it's something that I've always wanted to buy, but I never got around to doing it. So when I finally did, like last year, I bought this in like November or December of last year, y'all, it has become like my favorite foundation ever. Now I know like on camera it might look really yellow and really fucking crazy, but I promise you it'll all come together. I promise, okay? I really love this foundation. When I first bought it and I tried it out, I put it on and I was FaceTiming my friend, right? And she was like, yo, what's on your skin, shorty? You look good. Like, your makeup looks so good. I was just like, oh girl, I tried the Fenty, the hydrating foundation for like the first time in like years, and I really like it. I feel like this is one of the best like natural foundations. I do think it has a decent wear. I would say the wear is pretty good in terms of long wear. This is really good for if you do have dry skin, como yo. If you have oily skin, I probably wouldn't recommend this to you because it is a hydrating foundation. So keep that in mind. But if you have dry skin, I do feel like this will work for you. So try it out. Now for concealer, my friend put me on to this. It is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I'm pretty sure this is old as well, but it's new to me. I just started using it a couple weeks ago and I absolutely love it. It has become one of my favorite concealers ever, as well as one of my favorite drugstore concealers. I think this is only like $8, so I definitely do recommend y'all picking up this concealer because I just think it worked really well. I have the shade True Beige. I just like do that with my concealer. Sometimes I dot it too, like I'll do that, which I was supposed to do. Is extremely affordable and it's honestly really good. I feel like if you have dry skin like me, that this concealer is perfectly fine. I don't think this is a like matte, like a matte focused concealer or anything like that, nor do I think it's like a dewy concealer, if that makes any sense. Like it's not specifically, you know how when you buy some concealers it'll be like dewy, like a more dewy concealer. This is just like, I feel like just a regular like satin finish concealer, so I feel like this should work for all skin type. I pretty much let my eyes just bake, not bake, but like just kind of sit there depending on the concealer though. With this concealer, I feel like you could do that. There are some concealers where you have to move fast, so I wouldn't recommend doing that, but for this concealer, you most definitely can, and I feel like it just adds to the coverage of the concealer. Dang, my forehead look big. Ooh, chile. You know, eventually when I die and go to heaven, I want to ask God, Papa Dios, ¿por qué me dio una frente tan grande? Why you gave me such a big forehead? Like, I don't understand. Like, out of all the foreheads you could have given me, you gave me this kind. I get it from my mama though, but still, it's like, Papa Dios, ¿por qué? Like, why? And now for setting the face. So I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder in the shade Banana. This is pretty old. This is probably like 2 or 3 years old now. It's super huge, but I really do like this. I do go back and forth between this powder and my Fenty powder. So, but for today, I'm just going to use the Anastasia one because that was the first one that I saw. And I'm still going to dip into my sponge. And I'm going to put it in the areas where I put concealer. I'm definitely making sure to chisel my little chunky face. I used to do this a lot in the beginning of when I started doing makeup, and then I stopped, and now I'm going back to doing it because I feel like, you know, after the holidays, your girl got a little gordita, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta hide it, you feel what I'm saying? So I gotta chisel my nizzle, feel me? I will say a little goes a long way with this powder, so don't put a lot. I don't really bake that much anymore. I just kind of put the powder on, let it sit. You see how I let it sit for like 10-15 seconds, and then I'm just going in and blending it. And if it looks like extra pale on camera, I obviously do go in with another powder, like the all-around face powder, to really blend it in, so there's no part of my face that looks like super white, like super bright, if that makes sense. Especially because I'm already pale, I can't really have anything super white on my face. So period. Poo. I still have not a lot, but a decent amount in the cap, and I just like pour it back in. Like I said, a little goes a long way with this powder, so do not, I repeat, do not overdo it, because you will be sorry. You will be mad that you're gonna be sitting there forever trying to blend stuff in, and you're just gonna be sitting there looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and that's not what we want. Okay, so listen to my directions. I'm trying to help you here. Okay, so now for regular, like all over the face powder. Y'all, when I tell you, if there is anything other than the foundation that I feel like you should get from this video, is this powder. This is the Sephora Microsmooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder. Y'all, it's baked. I got it in the shade 35 Bronze. And I will put the name and shade that I use for all of this stuff down below, y'all. This powder is so old. I've been hearing about this powder for years and years and years now. I used to hear it on Manny MUA's channel, some other people's makeup channels. This apparently is a dupe for the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I've never tried that, so I don't really know how true that is in terms of for me. But you guys, this powder, when I tell y'all, this is my sugar honey iced tea. This has become the the pivotal part of my makeup routine, y'all. You have like no idea. So when I had bought this, because I was hearing for years that this was a really, really good powder, and I was like, you know what, I finally need to try it. It retails for like $20 or $22, by the way. But anyways, I bought it and I was like, okay, let's see what it's giving. And typically, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do not do a full face of makeup like this anymore. Like, I don't do foundation, all that. Not necessarily, it just depends. So I've been doing more of like my natural, you know, skincare, my natural, like, you know, makeup routine. I use this powder, just this, with a little bit of concealer, and I FaceTimed my friend and she was like, yo, what the hell is on your skin? Like, what are you wearing? Because I was like, what you mean? She was like, bro, it looks like you have a filter on FaceTime. Like what is that? I was like, girl, it's this new powder. Okay, it's this new polvo. It's this new powder. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me, by Sephora's brand. And it's really good, right? And she's like, yo, your skin looks like a freaking filter. Like, it looks, look at it. Y'all see that? I know y'all see that. Stop playing with your girl. I know y'all see it. I know y'all see it. She was like, yo, your skin looks like a freaking filter. And I only had this on. I didn't have foundation. I think I had a little bit of concealer and that was it. She was like, yo, your skin looks so freaking smooth, so like filter like, so airbrush, like your skin is popping. Then, like I said, for my graduation photos and for graduation, I used basically everything that I'm using right now. And I used this powder and everybody was like, yo, your skin, like I said, everybody's like, yo, your skin, like the complexion, like the base is giving, honey. And everybody's like, yo, what did you use, bro? Girl, I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta get this powder, okay? I put my friend onto it. Y'all gotta get this powder. And both of our makeup just be looking so like fresh and just smooth and still natural, but it just is so good, y'all. When it says Microsmooth, it means Microsmooth. Okay, it is real smoothing. I look good. I look good. And you can't tell me otherwise. Mood all 2022. Okay, so now it's time to get into the bronzer, the bronceador, because I'm tired of looking pale. I'm going to be using this Juvias Place bronzed bronzer. This is in the tan shade, or the tan like selection. They do have this in like a light, I think a medium, and I think like a dark or deep dark or something like that. This is also what I've been using as my mirror for the past like 10 minutes. So it's got a mirror and 2 shades. I'm going to be using the top shade. I really like this bronzer. This cost I think $18. I do think you should look at that. Look at that. Like y'all see that. But anyways, I do think you guys should get this bronzer. It is very pigmented, I feel like, so definitely a little goes a long way. Make sure you tap off the brush, but it's a really nice bronzer. I think this is a really nice bronzer, and it's just really pigmented, nice color, blendable. We love it. I just realized that I didn't contour, but that's okay. I did a reverse contour by doing like the powder underneath, so that's just gonna have to be enough for now. Alrighty, so off camera I threw on some lashes. These lashes are from Amazon. I will have them linked down below. They're just like the perfect, like wispy, natural, but still really dramatic lashes. My favorite lashes ever. Don't be sleeping on Amazon and Amazon lashes, baby. Okay, period. So now I'm gonna go in with some blush. Now I'm just gonna be using this E.L.F blush. I go between E.L.F blush, Milani blush, or Anastasia Beverly Hills blush. But today I'm gonna be using the E.L.F one. How do you say blush in Spanish again? Colorete or rubor? I just say el blush, but those are, I believe, the 2 ways that you could say blush. So I think I'm gonna go in with like this top left shade. It's more of like a peachy orangey shade, and the E.L.F blush is super cheap, but it's a really amazing quality and it's really pigmented, so be very careful, be aware of that when you're applying it. I also did like contour my nose with the bronzer off camera, and then I also just put bronzer into my crease just to kind of give some color to my eyes, so it's not just bare. And yeah, and I just like to like sweep it up so that it kind of blends in with the contour. And I do like to put just a little bit of blush on my nose, especially if it's a pink blush. I think that looks really cute. And then now for highlight, I'm just going to be using this Wet n Wild Precious Petals. That's the shade, but it's the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals. It's this cute like champagne-y gold type of vibe. I've really been loving this highlighter because it's very like light and very natural. I personally know that there are a lot of people that don't really wear highlight anymore, but I love highlight, so I still wear it because I just feel like it's cute and it just it just gives. Y'all, my skin looks amazing. Like my skin on the base, and then like my makeup skin, like in terms of me doing my makeup, y'all, this, see, it's just a little light, a little something. But as I was saying, my skin is glowing, honey. Okay, looks so good. I also did spray my face off camera after I put my powders on. That was a while ago. I don't know if I said that. And I'm about to spray my face again because we're about to be done with this. Oh, you guys, I just can't get over how insane my makeup look is. And it's like super natural. Like it's still full coverage, but it's very, very natural. And that is the vibe. Alrighty, so I just put the white liner here off camera. I have been doing this. I don't know why I never did this before, but my friend was telling me, she was like, girl, you should start putting white liner there. It just adds to the makeup look, and it also opens your eyes. So I feel like my eyes are definitely just a lot more open when I do this, and it just gives it a really nice look. So now I'm going to, before I do my lip combo, I'm going to go back in with my MAC Fix Plus to set everything in and, you know, set everything in. So let me cover my eyes. Wait, I think I locked it again. Here we go. Okay, then got my handy dandy fan. You like that? You like that, don't you? I know you do. To kind of help with the drying process. It's giving bougie. Okay, last and final step. We are almost done, girls. So now it's time for the lips. Now for the lips, I do a series like of various different combinations, but one of the ones that I've been loving the most is using this Mented Cosmetics Nude Lip Pencil. This is by the brand Mented. Like candy. It smells so good. I do use this same lip liner. I often do use this gloss, or I use by NYX their butter gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. So Fortune Cookie, this gloss matches more of like my actual lip, if that makes sense. My lip color, the color of my lips, which are naturally very, very pink, as you guys can see. So I feel like this kind of matches that really well, which is the vibe that I'm going for. And then the Fortune Cookie is like a really, really like light color. Look at that. Juicy. Look at that. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. Who's that bitch? La 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 la. This is what happens when I film myself, y'all. I get crazy. Alrighty, you guys, that is it for today's video. Eso es todo para el video de hoy. Like I said, I am going to be taking Instagram photos today. So if I look a little extra, you know, delicious, that's why. I am wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a corset top. If you guys can see, it's all the way down here, so you probably can't see. So No, I'm not naked. I am wearing a shirt. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow your girl on Instagram. It will be in my intro as well as linked down below so that you guys can see the actual like final look of this outfit. I'm gonna keep it a surprise for now. But you know, here's a little sneak peek or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feliz Año Nuevo. Again, Happy New Year. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have so many plans for this channel. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm so excited. And besitos a todos. Adiós mi gente. And I'll see you in el próximo video. Ciao.